For years he defended his community as Islamic fighters swarmed in to wage jihad. I first met him at Christmas in 2001, after villages all around Centena were razed. He was convinced the army was behind the violence and had even left a calling card.
Iya, ini kotak amunisi yang kami temukan pada waktu terjadi penyerangan di desa Sepe. Dan jelas di sini bahwa kotak ini punya label Departemen Pertahanan Keamanan Republik Indonesia. Ada 1.400 butir amunisi kaliber 5,56 mm. Itu berarti senjata sejenis M16.
George Adichandra says that in every Indonesian hotspot, the army foments trouble by funding and arming both sides. In the case of Central Sulawesi, both Muslim and Christian militia.
So the money do not have to come from rich people like Osama bin Laden, and the weapons doesn't have to come from southern Philippines or from other exotic places, but it's actually coming from the official sources. And that is why I'm saying that the kind of terrorism which we see in Indonesia is homegrown terrorism. It's a kind of dual function or maybe a triple function of the armed forces.
The late Reverend Agustina Lumentut told me in 2001 that the Indonesian military was using proxy armies to do their dirty work.
It is for sure that the army is behind the jihad or in front of jihad. Yeah. No other interpretation.
It was proved beyond all doubt that one of the extremist groups, the Laskar Jihad, was supplied, transported and incited by the central government to go on its murderous spree.
Who dare among them to say, stop doing that? Because they have reason for doing that. They are registered officially by the government, central government.
Indonesia's President Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono is applauded in Australia as a moderate Muslim leading the fight against terror in Indonesia. But as the influential coordinating minister for politics and security, he chose not to stop the Laskar Jihad and was even supporting them.
They also play roles in defending truth and justice that is expected by Muslims in Indonesia. For me, as far as what they are doing is legal and are not violating law, then this is okay.
This was a ridiculous statement. Yudhoyono was well aware of the carnage that was underway. Since 2001, things had improved somewhat, as Reverend Damanik tells these politicians from Jakarta visiting after the May 28th bombs. But local leaders are afraid that terrorism is being used to derail reconciliation between Muslims and Christians.
Dan sekarang memang luka itu sangat dalam, tetapi itu bisa ditahan sedemikian rupa. Tapi pertanyaannya adalah, ada apa di negara ini? Kalau masyarakat tidak bisa bekerja dengan baik lagi, kerjanya hanya berjaga-jaga. Apa yang kami harus kerjakan kalau cuma berjaga-jaga terus? Bagaimana negara kita ini sebenarnya? Ini pertanyaan yang kami pikir, kami paham, itu juga sulit dijawab di sini.
With weapons handed in and a peace deal holding up well, Reverend Damanik's former sworn enemy is also very suspicious about the timing of the bomb in May. Muslim leader Adnan Arsan wonders whether the attack was designed to prevent the army from leaving.
Setiap keamanan mengakhiri masa tugasnya, ya, dan ada yang berbicara kami sudah mau pulang. Ya mudah-mudahanlah tidak ribut lagi. Di saat mereka mau ditarik, ada lagi yang meledak, penembakan misterius, tidak tahu siapa menembak.
In the days following the blast, all the big names in Indonesian security and intelligence descend on the area. Central Sulawesi Police Commander Arianto Sutadi tells me the investigation is going well.
Bagaimana Pak, udah mendekati yang pelaku-pelakunya kira-kira?
Ya, sudah ada yang ditangkap, masih ada yang dikejar.
Then National Police Chief Day Bakhtiar, the man receiving all the foreign cash, arrives to assert his authority. After less than 1 hour on the ground, he's made his assessment.
Karena itu harapan kita semua bahwa peristiwa seperti ini adalah peristiwa kriminal yang harus dapat kita ungkapkan pelakunya dan akan kita bawa ke persidangan pengadilan. Dan masyarakat mempercayakan itu semua pada aparat.
Considering the evidence of corruption here and the police chief's record of enforcing justice, that's unlikely.
Indonesia.
George Adichandro's research has uncovered a scam involving local police who have looted up to $2 million for the resettlement of refugees.
You can say a cabal involving both the district head, the acting district head at the time, certain police agents, certain people within the Department of Social Affairs, and their friends. They were carrying out both the corruption as well as using that corruption money to pay the terrorists. So you can see we're talking about homegrown terrorism paid by homegrown corruption.
He says the May 28 Tintana blasts were an attempt to stop honest police uncovering more about their scam.
You can say that the bombing could be seen as the apex, the ultimate development of the kind of terror which they were committing. They had gone as far as paying police to decapitate a district, not a district head, a village headman. The village headman of Pinadapa.
The corrupt and murderous cabal identified by Adichandro is now suing him, and the police appear to be in no hurry at all to follow up the leads he's identified. Instead, on his departure, Police Chief Day Bakhtiar offers another bland statement about the certain groups responsible for this violence.
Suasana yang sudah mulai demikian kondusif ini nampaknya masih juga dimanfaatkan oleh orang-orang tertentu, kelompok tertentu untuk melakukan tindakan seperti pemboman yang tentu akan bisa menimbulkan rasa